Hi, boys and girls. Now let's talk about the pig activities that you have in your farm learning kit for this week. There is the piggy bank count and the pig craft. But before we get started on those, let's get in the pig mood and read this cute story called Piglet and Mama. Piglet and Mama by Margaret Wild, illustrated by Stephen Michael King. Piglet and Mama. Looks like they live on a farm. One morning in the farmyard, Piglet lost her mama. Oink! Cried Piglet with a little sniffle and a snort. Off she went to look for her mama. Mama! Said Piglet. Your mama's not here, said Duck. Let's have a cuddle. Well, that was nice of Duck. But Piglet wanted her mama. There's the duck cuddling her babies and Piglet's alone. Mama, said Piglet. Your mama's not here, said the sheep. Let's make a daisy chain. But Piglet wanted her mama. You see the sheep and the lamb are making a daisy chain. Mama, said Piglet. Hee-haw, your mama's not here, said Donkey. Let's play chase. But Piglet wanted her mama. See, and there's the donkey with their baby donkeys. Piglet saying, I'm out of here. Mama, said Piglet. Your mom is not here, said the dog. Let's roll in the mud. Ooh, pigs love rolling in the mud if she do it. But Piglet wanted her mama. And there's the doggy with her pups rolling in the mud. Mama, said Piglet. Your mama's not here, said the horse. Let's dance in the daffodils. But Piglet wanted her mama. There's the horses and the foals dancing in the daffodils. Mama, said Piglet. Your mama's not here, said the cat. Oh, let's snooze in the sun. But Piglet wanted her mama. Oink! Cried Piglet. Oink! There you are, said Mama. I've been looking all over for you. So, with a snuffle and a snort, Piglet and Mama had a big cuddle. And then they made a daisy chain, and then they played chase, and they rolled in the mud, and they danced in the daffodils. And they snoozed side by side in the sun. They did all the things that Piglet wanted to do. And that is Piglet and Mama, a cute pig book. All right, now let's do our piggy bank counting game. You're gonna use this page right here. You'll need some dice, some pennies or coins. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Let's rip off this first page. And here you see a paper with a piggy bank on it. Boys and girls, have you seen a piggy bank before? We have two here. Here's our first one. It's big and heavy. It's a big pig, and it has that little slit right here so you can put your change in there. And once the piggy bank gets full, you pop open the bottom and you get all all the change out. I can tell there's still one coin left in here. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a big coin. That's somebody shoved. Is that even an American coin? I don't think so. Looks like somebody shoved the pound, the British pound in there. So we're gonna have to work on getting that one out. But we can't even use it in the US, so it's okay. So that's one piggy bank we have. And then we have this other piggy bank here. This one's sealed shut. You need a coin to open it. Isn't that ironic? So you turn this thing until it gets loose. That pops open. It's hard, you know, you have to really work to get the money out. Oh, I did it. See, pop it open. And then the money comes out of the piggy bank. That is not an American coin either. Where are we getting these foreign coins from? Anyway, that's a piggy bank. And here the change is dropping all over the place. Okay, so this is a fun counting activity. You'll take your dice and your coins, and boys and girls, if you don't have pennies around the house or any change, you don't necessarily need to use a penny. You could use a nickel or a dime or a quarter. You could use, if you don't have those, you could use counters. If you happen to have counters around, I mean, heck, you could even use rocks. Just anything that you have around the house that you can count and can fit into this piggy bank. So let's give it a try, shall we? Roll the dice. What number did I get? 6. So I'm gonna put 6 coins. Count them out one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 coins. Now you can clear the board and roll the dice again and get a new number, or you can add. You can add to your number. So we have 6 right now. Let's roll again. 2. We're gonna add 2 more. 1, 2. 6 plus 2 equals, let's count them up all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 plus 2 is 8. And it works the same way if you want to subtract, boys and girls. We'll just roll another number. Oh, how funny. We are going to subtract 2. So let's take away 2. 8 take away 2 is what number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. All right, let's try it out again. Different ways you can play. Do whatever is easiest for you. 1. Okay. 1. Now let's add. 1 plus 3. Let's add 3. 1, 2, 3. How many do we have all together? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 plus 1 plus 3 is 4. Very good. Have fun with this game, boys and girls. Practice your counting. If you're a pre-kinder, maybe you want to practice adding and subtracting numbers too. Boink, boink. Have fun. All right, boys and girls, now let's do our pig craft. This is a fun little craft. You are going to need some brown paint, and you have your pink piggy. I'll rip the instructions right off of there. And this little Ziploc bag of, hey, our straw, okay? Inside here, you'll see there is a rubber band. We are going to use the straw 2 ways. The first way we're going to use the straw is as a paintbrush. So just bundle it up the best that you can. Take the rubber band. You won't need that much to paint with, trust me. Take the rubber band and kind of tie it around so you have a little paintbrush. Take the excess off the piggy. Dip it in the mud and get that piggy nice and muddy. Just put the mud all over that piggy. Splatter him with the mud. Oh, he's a dirty little piggy. He loves to roll around in the mud. He loves to get it all over his body. Maybe there's even some on his face too. Look at that messy piggy. Okay, and then with the extra straw that you have, because piggies like to roll around in the hay too. They get their food all over them. Just get that piggy nice and dirty. Have fun with it. Look at that dirty little piggy. Now let's talk about our product sort activity. We're learning about farm products, things that come from farms. Before we get started on our activity, let's go over this book. It's a fun book. It's called How Did That Get in My Lunchbox? The Story of Food. Let's find out. How did that get in my lunchbox? Ooh, look at all this food. How did that get in my lunchbox? One of the best parts of the day is when you lift the lid on your lunchbox to see what's inside. Your parents have packed it with lots of tasty things to eat, and they probably got all the foods from the grocery store. But food doesn't grow in stores. So where did it come from before it was in the store? Ooh, look at this lunchbox. Just how did all this food get in your lunchbox? See a sandwich, some tomatoes and carrots, a chocolate chip cookie, some clementines, some apple juice. How did the bread in your sandwich get in your lunchbox? A farmer planted the seeds in the spring, and by summer they've grown into tall, waving wheat with fat, ripe grains at the tip of every stalk. The farmer cuts the wheat with a giant combine harvester and sent it to the flour mill. The mill grinds up the wheats. The baker mixes in sugar and yeast. The grains become flour. The baker mixes in sugar, yeast, and water. And then he bakes it into lovely loaves of bread. And that's where you got your sandwich from. A farmer had to grow the grains though, didn't he? How did the cheese get in your sandwich? Well, your cheese was once milk that came from a cow. A farmer milked the cows, and a tanker from the dairy came to collect the milk. See all those cows? The farmer has to milk the cows. In the dairy, cheese makers warm up the milk, and they add bacteria to make it turn sour and thick. And then they add some substance that animals use to digest milk called rennet. And it changes again into bits called curds, floating in whey. They drain off the whey, chop up the rubbery curds, add some salt, and press them into blocks of cheese. They store the blocks of cheese for months until the cheese is ripe. Wow, so the cheese you ate takes months to make. Wow. How did your tomatoes get in your lunchbox? Last summer, your tomatoes were growing in a big plastic tunnel full of tomato plants. The sun and the warmth made the plants grow tall and bloom with yellow flowers. Each flower died, and a tiny green tomato began to grow from the middle. Day by day, the plants suck up water, and the tomatoes swell from a green to orange to red. When bunches are ripe, scarlet tomatoes dangle from the branches. The grower picks them. He sorts them, he packages them, and he sends them to the store. How did the carrots get in your lunchbox? Last spring, your carrots were growing in a field on a vegetable farm. You wouldn't have seen any carrots then, just long rows of feathery leaves. The leaves grew taller in the summer, and the sun. Each carrot root pushed deeper into the earth, soaking up water and turning orange. By late summer, they've swelled so much that the top of each carrot peeks out into the earth. The carrots are washed in this big processor and packed into trucks. And that's how you got your carrots. How did the chocolate chip in your cookie get into your lunchbox? Cookies are made from flour, like we saw how the flour is made, sugar and butter, and this one's got chocolate chips in it. Chocolate chips start off as a bean, well, lots of beans, which grow in pods on a cocoa tree. The pods are picked from the tree and they are cut open and the beans are scooped out. These beans are spread out and left to dry in the sun. Wow. The dried beans are taken off to a factory and sometimes they're taken on all the way to the other side of the world on a ship. In the factory, they're clean, roasted, and ground into a thick, sticky paste. I wonder if that tastes good. Sugar is mixed in. That tastes good. So the paste gets sweeter. And finally, they're molded into chocolate blocks. These are made into little chips that will melt in your mouth in the cookie. Yummy. How did the clementine get into your lunchbox? Early in the summer, the trees in the clementine grove were full of sweet smelling waxy flowers. As the flowers died, little green clementine berries began to grow out of each one. And those grow larger and larger and larger until they are ripe enough to be picked off the tree. An orchard is kind of like a farm of trees that grow fruit. That's how the clementine got there. So you see, all the things that you've eaten in your lunchbox have come from a farm or an orchard. Someone grew them. Think about that the next time you eat something in your lunchbox. All right, let's play our farm products game, okay? But first, let's talk about each of these. What products come from sheep? Sheep give us wool. They're nice, thick hair that's all over their body. It's wool. And you can use wool to make things like sweaters or blankets, the clothes that we wear. Next, we have cows. You all know what comes from cows. Milk and dairy products. That's right. Chicken. We got some eggs that come from chickens. And pigs. What comes from pigs? So let's take all of our food cards and put them in a stack. And let's go over them one by one and talk about them and see, where do they go? Are they from sheep, cows, chickens, or pigs? The first one is ice cream. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream is a dairy product, and we know that dairy comes from cows. That's right, one for cows. What's next? Oh, this teddy bear is wearing a scarf. A scarf could be made from wool. That's right. So we are going to put this right here underneath the sheep. Next one. Oh, bacon, boys and girls. Who likes bacon? I love bacon. Tasty. Smells good. Do you know what bacon comes from? Yeah, sadly. Comes from pigs. Pigs make bacon. All right, next one. An egg. Who likes to eat eggs at breakfast? This one's sunny side up. We all know that eggs come from chickens. That's right. Quack, quack. Chickens lay eggs. Okay, next one. Milk. Do sheep make milk? No. Do chickens make milk? No. Do pigs make milk? No. Only cows. Out of this group, cows and goats. Goats make milk too. Next one. A sweater. Can you get a sweater from a pig? No. Chicken? No. Cow? No. Sheep? Sure can. Sweater. And a sheep. A sheep gives us their wool. We use the wool to make sweaters. Oh, here we have a couple more. Eggs. Eggs all come from chickens. Next one. Mittens. Which animal gives us mittens? Right, it could come from the wool of a sheep. Next one. Who likes to eat chicken? Do you? I do. Yeah, that's a yummy drumstick. Chicken comes from chickens. That's right. We eat the chickens too. What about butter? Butter is a dairy product. Dairy comes from cows. That's right. We get all these things from a farm, boys and girls. Here's another good one. Ham. I love ham, especially hot ham. Ham we get from pigs. That's right. Next one. Yogurt. Yogurt is a dairy product. We get yogurt from cows. That's right. Ooh, cows give us a lot. Next one. Hot dogs. Now, hot dogs is a tricky one because there are hot dogs that are made from beef, and that would be cows. And then there's pork hot dogs. So hot dogs could be from pigs or cows. We're going to put it over here on pig side though, because cows already got a lot. Oh, next one. Cheese. Cheese is a dairy product. It comes from the cow. That's right. Wow. Cows definitely give us the most products so far, huh? Okay, last one. Steak or beef. Which animal gives us beef? It is a cow. Wow, so you can see, boys and girls, cows give us a lot of things. They give us beef, ice cream, milk, butter, yogurt, cheese. Cow's the winner in our farm product sort. I hope you learned something about what animals give us, what the farm animals give us.